Morning. What a nice night. This is the first night that I've stealth camped since I've been out here, just sort of find a place anywhere I want. Um, since I got out of Hot Springs, and it's been really nice. This was a great little camping spot. I mentioned yesterday I think that weather is supposed to roll in either today or tomorrow, and you can definitely tell things are changing. About 10 degrees cooler this morning. I'm so tired I couldn't apparently get my long shirt on without the right side out. So it's backwards, but that's all right. And wind, lots and lots of wind last night, but it was all up high. It didn't blow me around in my tent much at all, but it was just really gusty, really loud. And so anyway, until stuff's blowing in, things are about to change. So I'm looking forward to today. There's a real nice campsite apparently that's about 17 miles or so from here. So I think I'm gonna kind of shoot for that. Maybe I'll go a little further again, like I've been doing. So we'll see. The sun back there is looking awesome, isn't it? So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Well, I'm off this morning. It is fairly brisk morning out, which is nice. Actually, hopefully it'll stay this way today. I always hike better when it's a little cooler rather than hot. The less sweat, the more distance I'll do. So that's great. I'm looking forward to it. Get some miles in this morning. And unfortunately, you see my watch here, my handy dandy fix-it-up job. This watch has been with me through thick and thin, through all my world travels, everywhere. I love it. It's an old Timex Expedition watch, and it's an inexpensive watch, but I've had it forever and ever because it has 2 time zones on it. I can just press one button and see what time it is at home, and then when I let off the button, it just shows the time wherever I'm at, and it's just fantastic. But it's beat up. I have had to download instructions on how to use it because I hadn't used it in so long, and everything's worn off the face, so I can't read what each of the buttons do. But I love this little watch, and yeah, I just set down the tent and kind of put my hand down, my wrist down, and it kind of forced a little and just popped the band. So anyway, I'm glad it just popped the band. I can go fix it or get a new band or something one of these days, or maybe I ought to just get a new watch. But yeah, that's all. I'm gonna truck it. Well, I forgot to tie my shoes. Yeah. So I stopped here just a couple minutes down the trail, tightened those up, and it just reminded me. I stopped, I got down there tying my shoes, and no bugs were swarming me, which is awesome. That's a great thing about having more of a brisk morning. These last 2 days, there have been these little bugs. I don't really know what they are. They fly. They're little, they look like really ultra tiny bees or something. I know they're not, but anyway, I don't know what they are. But they are just everywhere. I mean, you walk along and you're pretty much okay. The minute you stop, you can stop for about 4 seconds, and there are 50 of them right around your face, 50 of them around your feet, all over, wherever you have bare skin. I don't even know what they're doing. Anyway, they're a pain, and they're gone right now. I'm sure as the day warms up, they'll be back. Wow, that is a big guy. A lot bigger than the one I saw last time. Looks like he's got a dent in the middle of him too. I don't know what's up, but he's just chilling there. He's starting to move barely. I think maybe I'm gonna have to touch him on the tail or something and get him to move a little. Not sure I'm real excited about doing that. But let's see what happens. It's all right, buddy. If you need to turn around, come after me or something, but you need to get out of the road. I gotta go. Come on. I could just run and jump over him. What do you think? Okay, now he'll probably head out. I got his dander up a little. He's a big boy. Come on, keep going. Not just your head. Alright, keep it up. Okay, I'm just gonna launch past him here. Oh, look at that, he's shaking his tail. He's trying to pretend like he's a rattlesnake. He's learned how to do that. Yeah, you're not fooling me, but still I don't want to get bit, dude. Okay, I'm going. Sheesh. Bye, buddy. All right, rock and roll. This is the Flint Mountain Shelter. Much nicer shelter than the last two that I've seen that I came by. So yeah, looks really great. And nice little area for fires and things like that. So anyway, I will not be stopping here today. I'm gonna keep on trucking, but it just looked nice. I thought I'd take a look and see how much better it looked than the other ones. So let's see here. Devil's Fork Gap, 2.7. Next shelter, 8.7. So yeah, I'll still be going way past those today, but give me something to look out for. Yesterday I did not see another soul on the trail the entire day. But today I've only been on the trail not even about an hour and a half, and already crossed a guy who was going southbound. Warned him about the snake, and then passed a young woman who was just getting some water at the stream, filtering her water, and who had just gotten on the trail a couple days ago and just heading north for a month or whatever. So anyway, it was nice to at least see some other people for a minute or two. Well, maybe there will be a couple more up here. Well, crossing over highway here. Close to Laurel Hostel. I know a lot of people stop there, but I will not be probably, unless it's right on the trail and I can just grab something to drink or something. So it says north that way. Then there's a trail that way, and there's a trail that way. So that's ridiculous. I don't know where the trail goes. But I will tell you, I am still crossing back and forth. I have been for quite a while now, back and forth from Tennessee to North Carolina. And there is a Tennessee state line sign, and I'm in North Carolina now. So I'm gonna figure out which way I'm supposed to be going and get moving. Well, I guess right. It seemed like, you know, there was one trail going up here into the field and then one going each way along the fence line. So I figured this was it, and that sign right there says Appalachian Trail. So we're good. Oh, look at this out here. Nice field. Mountains behind me, way off in the distance. Getting ready to head back into it. Didn't expect to see these guys up here. Big. Guess that's what this is for. Keep them in. Bye. You can see the shelter in the background there. That's Hogback Ridge Shelter. And I just spent about, I don't even know, 45 minutes maybe there. So kind of doing what I did the other day. Just taking a little break. Had to get water, so they had water there, so I stopped. Although that wasn't the greatest plan because it's a long walk down to the water, so like almost a quarter mile down and a quarter mile back, but whatever, no big deal. And just had something to eat, laid back, and let the phone charge and all that kind of stuff. So I've been moving a little slower today for sure, probably just because I've done some bigger miles for a couple days now. But let's see, I think I've done close to 13 today, maybe not quite. And you know, I'd obviously like to get more than 15 in, so I don't know, I'll hike for the next 2 or 3 hours and see where it gets me, and then make a plan when I get there. I just passed a tent at the top of these stairs. It was all closed up and I'm sure someone was inside. But just interestingly, so I'm trying to remember for sure, but I'm almost certain that's the first time on this entire trip, and I think this is day 11 or right in there. First time on this entire trip, I believe, that I've passed someone already, had a tent set up, just out in, the middle of the wilderness, just kind of a backcountry type setup. Usually at this time of year, you would see, multiple of those every single day all over the place, along with, tons of people on the trail. So it's just indicative of what's going on this year. Oh, I'm coming out of the woods at Sam's Gap is what they call this. I guess there it says Madison County. Welcome to Madison County. So somehow I got to get across this highway. Let's see how they have that set up. Looks like there's a motorcyclist up there taking a little break or something. I'll just keep following the white blazes. Well, still skirting the North Carolina-Tennessee line. But for now, I'm in North Carolina still. I'll be moving into Tennessee for good real soon here. Well, it's the end of my little taste of civilization. That metal cage up there, that's where I came from on the other side. Made my way across, so wish there was a gas station out there. I would have got myself something to drink. Maybe a hot dog or something. All right. Back to the wilderness. Okay, found this great campsite. Could house about 10 people, but there's no one here except me. So I'm just gonna set up right in here, I think. There's even a little gently running stream or whatever right here. So I'm gonna soak my feet, eat, and man, I'm wiped out. All right, see you tomorrow.